Let's get rid of this old broken nut and make a new one from a blank. I started out by measuring the width of the nut slot and transferring that measurement to the bone blank using my calipers. I sanded down the blank slightly larger than what I needed so that I could sneak up on the fit, ensuring solid contact between the bone and the wood. After going back and forth a few times between sanding and checking the fit, I finally got the blank to the point where the friction fit was strong enough to lift the neck by the blank, but I could still pop it out of the slot with my fingers. So far, everything's looking really good, but now it's time to give the string somewhere to sit. I was happy with the string spacing of the old nut, so I copied that over to the blank and lightly etched the lines in with a razor blade to help give my file something to bite into when making my first few pulls. I double checked the spacing with a special string spacing rule and then started filing in the slots. I start out very light using the smallest file I have and mark off the positions of all 6 strings. At this point, my main focus is to maintain the correct string spacing while working my way up in file sizes. I put the nut back into the slot and use this half pencil to scribe a line that is the same height as the first fret. I'll use this as a rough guide to know how deep to file each slot. Once I get those slots pretty much to depth, I start to shape out the nut. I want as little material as possible to minimize the chances of the strings binding and to make the nut as comfortable as possible. Now that I have it in a shape I like, it's time to shine this thing up. I take it over to my buffing wheel and work my way through ascending compound grits until it has a nice sheen. I can finally place this back into the neck and get some strings onto the guitar to really dial everything in. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that process explained in another video.